up, man?
Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing, my guy? Good morning, Mama.
How are you?
Good, good.
How'd you sleep?
I slept pretty well.
Yeah? Pretty well or early?
No, I slept good.
Good.
Good. I already dream about it. I already visioned that day and become a world champion. So you dream too much about it, you might push it away. So no, I try to stay focused. I try to do what I have to do and make weight. I feel like for me, that's the most important part. As long as I can make weight on Friday, Saturday is just another night. Maybe 4 into camp already. 4 moving, but because we never stop. Like I feel like even off camp, I'm always here getting better and moving around. Remember, I'm in fat camp. That's all it is. I'm in fat camp. I'm not ashamed of being in fat camp. Take my shirt off.
Yeah, but the reality is, like, Xander's fat camp is not fat camp, right? And this body's been built over the last 3 or 4 years. So when we're in camp, we're in refining right now. We've chased the adaptation. He has what he needs. The tools are there. Now it's just about optimizing. And you'll see the session today. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. Somewhere he's probably grinding. Right now we're refining. We're getting better. We're fine-tuning. It's about rhythm and timing, making sure we're keeping this body healthy for what we've got to do across in the ring. So he's exactly where he needs to be. We could go next week. You know, I think the proof is in the pudding, right? You'll see this body on fight night.
It was 1 round, right? So we go battle ropes 30 seconds, medicine ball slam, okay? Burpees 30 seconds.
We got 6 of that.
30 seconds.
So we're not
however,
right now.
okay, I want each person to start individually, right? So he's gonna go 30, 30, 30, 30, finish, the next person goes 30, 30, 30, 30. So your rest period is while they're doing
While
their
they're working.
okay? Get it?
Oh, so yeah.
So then we go into segment 4, right? That's our heavy bag segment. We're doing 1-minute splits, right?
Yeah.
So you guys can work individual bags if you want, or stay partnered up. I want one working your straight punches, the other one going heavy down to the body. Every minute we switch, okay? Again, that's a 10-minute segment. Last segment is gonna be 2 rounds on a rope, 20, 20, 20. Regular jump, high knees, double unders. We repeat 3 times, that'll equal 1 round, okay? We got 2 of those. Got it? Today, you know, a typical Wednesday is just a volume day. Today we come in and just put some work in. We grind out, not necessarily boxing specific, but we want to go ahead and make sure that, you know, we're pushing for endurance, pushing that, you know, that cardiovascular system, making sure they're in shape, and that's what Wednesdays are all about. We're kind of mid-stage in camp in terms of his conditioning. It's just going to get better from here.
Coach Andy Hanley, he's the owner of the Hive, and we've been working with him for over 4 years, I want to say.
He's at the point now in his career where he can really coach himself. I'm just here to pat him on the back and tell him he's doing a decent job. So we're kicking off the set here. A quick superset. So you can see essentially what we're looking for here is with this anterior load, we have him in that kind of arms up front guard position. As he's descending into a squat, he's got to do a really good job of maintaining nice neutrality here through the spine. So everything we're doing here is we're just basically firing up the system that when we get him into the Kaiser jumps, which you'll see now, his body's kind of primed and prepared to tolerate that load. All right, Xander, nice and tight now. Pause. Pop. Good lad. Boy, we need the 5. Come on. Yeah, there we go. You gotta work hard to maintain that. Let's go. Keep me above 95. Last 2. Final 1. That's excellent. We can bring that camera around here and have a look. The target was 5,000. He's hit it. Right on schedule, Xander. Traditionally, we've gone snap and we've paused. I want doubles. So once we're here and we get through, immediately reload and get out. So it's going to be that 1-2 punch, right? Then we reset. Dip and drive with the hips.
Well, the boxing workout, well, obviously we focus on the boxing, on the opponent, on creating the game plan that we're gonna be taking or trying to make work during a fight, as long as no adjustments have to be made. And here we work on whatever my body needs for this fight to feel good. If it's explosiveness, if it's speed, conditioning, strength, whatever it is, we always look at the opponent and see what we need to work for him and what we think is going to work for him, and he creates that game plan here at the height. I feel like every fight was a step into that direction, and obviously facing somebody like Boots, former world champion, coming up to a new weight class and wanting to be the king of the weight class is obviously challenging because you know he's coming with his best, but he gotta expect the best out of me, and I promise I'm gonna bring the best version out of Xander Zayas. It's up to him. However he wants to go into this fight, the only person that is gonna pay the price is him, nobody else. Not his team, not his fans. It's only him. So if we want to underestimate the fight and he wants to half-ass it, and that's on him. That's cool with me. I know I'm putting the shifts. I know I'm putting in the work. And when it's time to go to the deep waters, I know I can swim with those sharks. We're done.
You won your first title with those gloves?
Yeah, this is the first, literally the ones I actually used that night.
I normally do it at least twice a week. Helps with inflammation, just muscle pain, all of that. So this is good. It's good for the body. We actually implemented it for the first time last camp, and so we continue to do it. This in the hyperbaric chamber, they have it here too. And I come at least once or twice a week and try to get it done, because this is good for the body. It makes me feel good. I feel the difference when I do it to when I don't do it. So just keep doing it. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've been doing this for so long now that nothing surprises me. I've been ready for this. I knew this moment was gonna come because I prepared myself for it. None of this is a surprise. None of this is something out of the blue. I worked for it. I dedicated my life to this. You know, not just me, but my entire family, my entire team. They dedicated everything they had for me to be in this position. So when it happens, it surprises people, but it doesn't surprise us because we knew this was meant to happen. We knew we're supposed to be here. I'm a firm believer that God puts you in places when there's the right time. So he hasn't missed yet, and I know he's not gonna miss on June 27th.
All the way through. All the way through.
Today is kind of like technical work, more to like sweat and just stay in shape, stay with the tempo, stay with the rhythm. So that's what I'm thinking of. Like what do we have, you know, in store when we go to the gym. So I don't know. I never think about too much things. I just let it play out how it's supposed to and go about my business.
For me, sometimes I look back and I'm like, what were we thinking? Like 16 years old. But we knew he, and I say this time and time again, he just has a maturity about him. He had a maturity about him, both as an athlete, super disciplined. Nothing's changed. He's 22 years old, and I always tell everybody that I work with, there's the one thing you can't shortcut in this sport specifically, and that's experience.
But, you know, I think Boots hasn't really fought anybody like Xander, you know, in terms of movement, right? Boots has been fortunate enough to have everybody, you know, coming towards him all the time. But that's not Xander. Xander can box, Xander can use his legs, and you know, the angles may be a problem for him.
Me siento Taiwan Loiza. De mi generación. No lo digo yo. Miguel Agreló.
Everybody's talking about Boots being the best in the division. So if that's the case, then Xander getting this win, I mean, we would have to put Xander up there as well. Boots is going to really bring out the best of Xander. I don't think anybody has seen the best yet. And I think this fight is going to bring that out in him.
It's hard to really go against Boots because on that one was specifically Xander. You know, I feel Xander's still young. You know, Boots is a lot older and has a lot more.
What I love about the fight is Xander is big, young, strong, skillful, and he not afraid. Boots, we know he trying to bring everything to the table: the speed, the power, just the lights. He bringing everything to it. I think it's a great test for Boots because this is a guy who you can say is durable. You can say he's durable because he's never been stopped. I never even seen him go down. You know what I mean? So it's not like we talking about a chump. You know what I mean? He come in to fight. And I think this kid being young will make him dangerous. Him being young, energetic, and then a big guy. He got real good size to him. You know what I mean? Strong guy. And I think that right there enough is going to make it.
You know, I think when you're getting poked like that in a face-to-face, you know, after a while the temper goes, and it's good. You know, I think it's going to be that kind of.
I think Boots is a more skilled boxer than Xander Zayas. I think Boots is phenomenal. I got him as the second best fighter in the world. I got Shakur Stevenson one. And when I say that, I'm not talking about accolades, what they've achieved, achievements and stuff like that. I'm just talking about boxing ability. That's why I think Boots beat Thea. Unless, like my man said, he's not as good as I think. And I said that when the fight was announced.
Yeah, so Xander is a good fighter, but I don't know if he's on Boots level yet.
What's the best advice you could give him if he's heading into it?
Keep trying to advance, keep learning your craft, keep studying your craft, keep working on your repertoire, because having a deep repertoire is what it's going to take to beat a guy like Boots, because Boots has a great repertoire.
Xander Zayas has done everything right in this camp. The footage speaks for itself. The sharpness, the movement, the power, the conditioning. This is not a young fighter going through the motions before a big fight. This is a man who has looked at Jaron Ennis and decided that the moment is now. But here is where the Real conversation begins. Jaron Ennis is not just dangerous. He is arguably the most avoided fighter in boxing right now. Trainers know it. Promoters know it. The whole sport knows it. So the fact that Zayas stepped up and took this fight tells you everything about the belief inside that camp. The training you have just seen is not the work of someone hoping to survive. That is the preparation of a fighter who genuinely believes he can take Ennis into deep water and break him. The conditioning, the combinations, the mental focus. It all points to one thing. Zayas is coming to make a statement. If he pulls this off, everything changes. A win over Ennis does not just make Zayas a world champion contender. It makes him the most exciting name in the welterweight division overnight. The boxing world would have no choice but to sit up and pay attention. And if Ennis proves why he has been ducked for so long, if the power and the speed are simply too much on the night, then Zayas will have still earned enormous respect for stepping into the fire when nobody else would. One thing is certain after watching this camp. Zayas is ready. The question is whether ready is enough against a fighter like Jaron Ennis. Drop your prediction in the comments. Does Zayas shock the world, or does Ennis finally get the showcase he deserves?